Not every school uses Common App, but majority are on there, so it makes it a little bit smoother of a process where students can upload everything and have it in one place. So they'll have their essay there, their personal statements, and all of their colleges that they're thinking of on a list right there. They also are able to monitor and see kind of like a checklist of what documents have been submitted already. So have my recommenders submitted what they need? Have I checked off everything that I need? Has my transcript been uploaded? So it's a really good resource and place to just see everything in one space without having to make an Excel sheet and figure out what deadlines are when and what documents do I need when. So Common App is a really good place to kind of look at what schools are on there, so you don't have to make a million different applications to different schools. With that, paying for college and what does that look like is a big conversation too. How I want to go to college, how am I going to afford it? So FAFSA is one option that some students might utilize. So that's the free application for federal student aid. And that opens on October 1st. So that's like a big pot of money. The earlier you apply, the better. Some students might not necessarily want to go that route, and there's plenty of scholarships. It's insane how many scholarships are out there. If you're left-handed, there's scholarships. If you can hop on one foot and have blue hair, there might be a scholarship. There are so many things out there. So one resource is My Scholly. That's a search engine that they have a free and paid one. So if you actually filter all about yourself, you're able to have different scholarships sent to you right to your email, and those are some options. At school, I started a scholarship newsletter, so I'm constantly uploading different scholarships that I'm finding, and that's right in the school counseling Moodle page, so students can constantly go and check on that. And then there's also endowment and different things through the school that students can look at. So with those essays that students are writing to get into college, I always tell my students it's a really good idea to save those essays that you're spending so much time on, because you might be able to reuse those for some of the scholarship opportunities that are out there. I also encourage students to connect with people in their community if they're part of a church or a sports group or whatever it is. It can't hurt to ask those in that community if there are scholarships out there with their organization. So those are some things. And then I just want to emphasize how amazing USL is with this process. So coming from the public school background and working with students, I haven't had a caseload smaller than 400 kids.
Wow.
So as a counselor, I don't get to know those students, and I normally have to have them fill out a whole document. They have to basically fill out a resume, and then I have to kind of use my imagination to figure out what that looks like. So here at USL, the fact that they are getting so much one-on-one time is really incredible, because I know in the state of South Carolina, I've done IGPs, and so that's where we meet with our students one time a year, and we talk about their graduation plan, and that might be the only time I meet with them. So here at USL, the fact that we have such a community of people that want to get to know our students and really help figure out their next chapter is really unique. And makes us really stand out here, I would say, just from my short time being here. And yeah, I think that everyone's in great hands. I also would say, as parents, I know it's really hard because these are huge decisions to make. Let our students own their process also. So I think here at USL, students do a really good job of paving their way and leading. So I know they can make great decisions. So having those conversations with them about what the next steps look like is so important, but also allowing them to own it a little bit is really important. I have 3 older brothers, and they all got to pick whatever college they wanted to go to. Didn't really have any big conversations about what it looked like for them after school. And me being the youngest, I had to sit down with my dad and show him everything, the breakdown of how I was going to pay for my school, what my major would lead me to after school, and I was the only one in my family to finish in 4 years. So I think that conversation really helped me understand the importance of what goes into this decision. So definitely encourage having those conversations, but also allow your students or children to kind of make their decisions too, and be open to that.
As a parent who's put 4 kids already through college, you want to leverage the Common App as much as you possibly can. Right? Because the other thing is, you think you're only applying to 2 schools, whatever, and then you don't get in there, or your kid wants to go to another school, and all of a sudden you got to go through the entire process all over again. Just get the Common App, and your flexibility be geometrically enhanced.